are you doing today? Are you doing fine?
Yeah.
Are you happy for today? Yes, it's Fabulous Friday. Fabulous Friday, and today is the day that we do a scientific experiment. We're going to test out some items. We're going to test out some items to see whether or not they sink or they float. Look at the plastic egg. Look at the plastic egg. Now, remember, if you're going to answer a question, always don't shout it out. Raise your hand and wait for Miss Ray to give you permission.
That's a green egg.
Because we all can't talk at the same time. Now, the first thing that we're going to test is this plastic egg. Now, but I want you to make predictions. Now, do you all think that this egg is going to, now when we say it's going to either go to the bottom and sink, or it may just sit on the top of the water and float. It may sit on the top of the water and float. Do you all think that this is going to go to the bottom and sink? Or do you think it's going to stay on the top and float? What do you think, Josiah? You think it's going to float? Okay, what about you, Zelda? What do you think? You think it's going to sink? Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna say right here. I'm gonna say that y'all, that since Josiah said it's going to float first, I'm going to put an F for float, and then we're going to test this out. I'm going to put the F for float, and we're going to test it out. And make sure you watch it, because we're going to see whether or not this goes to the bottom and sinks. Only actually lays on top of the water and float. Are you ready? Yeah. Are you ready? Yeah. Say 1, 2, 3, start. What did it do? It is what? Floating. It's floating.
Good job, Josiah.
It's floating. It's floating. Okay, so now make a prediction. Do you think it's going to sink, or do you think it's going to float? Okay, we're going to see now. Alyssa thinks that it's going to float. Let me ask you a question, Alyssa. I'm just curious. Why do you think it's going to float? You think it has something to do with the size or the material? Or what do you think? Why do you think it's going to float? You got some kind of idea? Does anybody else think it's going to float? Why do you think it's going to float? You think it's gonna float because it's full of air? Well, we're gonna see. We're getting ready to test this out, and we're gonna see if this red ball is going to sink or float. Are you all ready? Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. It floated. These keys are made of Does anyone want to make a prediction? Valerie, do you think that these keys are going to go to the bottom and sink? Or do you think that they're going to float? No. You think they're going to float? Miss Long, I'm curious. What do you think is going to happen?
I think they're going to sink.
Well, we're going to sink. We're going to sink. But since I called on Valerie first, and she's so special and got that beautiful smile, I'm going to put her to this one. She is going to float. Okay, silence and audience. Silence and audience. Hocus pocus. Time to focus. Okay, silence. Silence. I'm getting ready to drop these keys. I'm going to see if these keys are going to go to the bottom or whether or not they're going to float. Keep no talking. Keep your eyes open. Splish, splash. They went all to the bottom. So they went down. So the keys, they sank. They sank all the way to the bottom. The keys are all the way to the bottom. I want Alyssa, come up here so you see it closer and testify. Are those keys at the bottom? You see them at the bottom? Say yes, they're at the bottom. Tell the class. Okay, now, sit back.
A sprinkle float.
I know some of your parents.
Okay.
I know some of your parents I know some of your parents use sponges for cleaning and different things. And sponges are water soluble. The sponges take up water. So I wonder if this sponge is going to go to the bottom and sink, or whether or not this sponge is going to float. You think it's going to go to the bottom? Okay, we'll see. Okay, now, Alyssa says she thinks that the sponge is going to sink. That's her prediction. She thinks it's going to sink. So I'm going to write S for sink. We're going to find out what happens. Are you all ready? 1, 2, 3. You all ready for me to drive? Yeah. Okay, here I go. It's floating. It is floating. It's floating. Okay, so we're going to write down. Silence in the auditorium. Yes, come on, yes. Now, do you all think it's going to sink? It's going to go on the bottom, or it's going to float?
Sing.
It's going to sink. Well, we're going to sink. We're going to sink. Your prediction is that it's going to sink.
Let's see.
Okay. I need silence.
What is it about?
1, I need silence. Complete silence. Keep your eyes open. Let me see who's looking. I'm getting ready to drop the water. I'm going to see if it's going to float or if it's going to sink.
Sing.
It went all the way to the what? Bottom. It went all the way to the bottom. So I'm going to put a check mark for the quarter where up under the word. I'm going to put a check mark up under the word sink. So that's exactly what it did. Now, I'm going to take the quarter out. Yes, a rule out. Silence in the auditorium.
Get all the clothes out.
The next item is a wood block.
I'll float.
You think it's gonna float?
Mm-hmm.
It's possible.
Okay, Roger, you think it's just going to sink or float? What do you think? You all think? What do you think, Roger? Sink or float? You're saying float? Well, okay, we're going to see.
Let's see.
Okay, Roger, what did you
They
say?
could go up.
You said, okay, silence. Roger said he thinks it's going to sink. So we're going to test out his prediction, and then we're going to find the outcome. Outcome was the result. What actually happens? But Roger thinks that this is going to sink. That's his prediction. That's what he thinks. But we're going to find out what's going to actually happen. Now, okay, let me see where the eyes up here. Let me see who's sitting there quiet. Blue block. 1, 2. Let's see. Sink.
We'll walk on get all the clothes out.
Let's see.
I told you to do how
You
float.
did say it was gonna float. You did.
Do you think that this ball is going to sink or float? What do you think?
Floating.
You think it's going to float? You all ready? Let's test it out. You all ready? Okay. I'm waiting for everybody to take their seat and get quiet. Let me see who's looking. Sink or float. Bottle of water in some water. Now we found out that this sponge ball, this yellow sponge ball, thank you, Talasia, this yellow sponge ball, it's floating. It's floating. Now, it's amazing because, normally you use sponges to get in water, but we put a sponge.